Quickly, search thoroughly. She definitely can't escape.
What do I do now? Wait, hold on. The book seemed to mention that President Hu of the Hu Group, Hu Tingchen, was left in a vegetative state after a car accident and is recuperating right here.
Found her. Catch her.
As expected of a novel CEO. He's actually quite handsome.
The door is guarded. She's inside.
What time is it now? You're still thinking about that. You really are a glutton. Excuse me. I'm borrowing this spot to hide.
Get out.
And narrated by M Media.
Who? Who is speaking? Am I hearing things?
I order you to get off my bed.
This voice. Could it be his inner thoughts? Strange. He is indeed in a vegetative state. Are you awake? That? I didn't mean to disturb you, but for the sake of my 3060, I have to hide here for a moment.
Do you really think I believe such a ridiculous excuse?
President Liu, you've arrived.
Where is she?
Miss Chu entered President Huo's hospital room. We didn't dare to barge in.
Lusong, she wouldn't have found out anything, would she?
Zhu Yu, what is wrong with you? Come out and talk to me. Will you?
Woman, don't push your luck.
If you don't say anything, I'm coming in.
Hu Tingchen, as a high-ranking CEO, you're just going to let those villains barge into your room.
Haven't you barged in as well?
I choose you. Do you think I am the same as those scoundrels?
You are Chu Suyu.
Mr. Liu, what brings you here?
Zhongbei.
Assistant John. My fiancé Chu Zuyu accidentally trespassed into President Huo's room. I am here to take her back.
I have been outside the whole time, and I haven't seen anyone go in.
You might have just missed it. I will go in and check.
President Huo needs quiet recovery. Please return. Or are you saying, Mr. Liu, that you insist on disturbing President Huo's rest?
The Huo family is the wealthiest in Jiankang. I cannot afford to offend them. That fool Chu Zuyu must have run off because she was afraid of the pain. Once she is kicked out, I will catch her then. Sorry for the disturbance. Let's go.
Yes.
I have survived a disaster.
If you don't let go of my leg, I will ensure you meet your end.
A great favor needs no thanks. When I have the chance in the future, I will work like a horse or ox to repay you.
Get out here. Miss Chu, you are too bold. President Huo is a patient. How can you do such a thing? President Huo is having a reaction. Madam Doctor, come quickly.
Qin Ruffin, the mother of Huo Tingchen.
What reaction? My son is having a physical reaction, thank goodness. Doctor, come here.
When did this happen? Is he about to wake up?
What are they looking at? Chu Suyu, cover the quilt for me immediately. Chu Suyu.
Excuse me. Did you all not hear Hu Tingchen speaking?
Miss Chu. A person in a vegetative state cannot speak.
So that means I am the only one who can hear Hu Tingchen's inner voice.
How is my son, doctor?
This is a clear activation of neural response. It must have been caused by this young lady, stimulating President Huo.
Could this child be the one to help Tingchen wake up? Miss Chu, are you facing any difficulties coming here?
The mother of a CEO must be quite powerful, right? Auntie, my fiancé and stepsister are trying to harm me for money. Now the hospital is filled with their people. How can I possibly get out?
Poor child. It is simple for me to take you out, but have you thought about what to do? To deal with them after you leave?
Although the original owner had a father, he only favored my stepsister Chu Yanran, and did not care if the original owner lived or died.
I have an idea. I wonder if Miss Chu would be willing.
What idea?
Marry Tingshin and become my Huo family's daughter-in-law.
No, mother. What kind of terrible idea is this?
Although Tingshin is currently in a coma, our Huo family is the wealthiest in Zhongcheng. As long as the Huo family is here, no one will dare to touch you.
Chu Suyu. You are not allowed to marry me, do you hear? I will not marry you.
Madam, President Huo is having another reaction. It seems President Huo is very satisfied with this marriage arrangement.
Satisfy my foot.
Look how happy our Tingshin is. Miss Chu, do you agree?
I feel like I've been set up.
Hu Tingchen. I can't let this golden opportunity
was
slip through my
translated
fingers.
and
If you want to
narrated by
blame
M
someone,
Media.
blame the fact that I am the only one who can hear your voice. I do.
Wonderful! Now that you've married Tingshin, you are our family's great benefactor. We will never treat you poorly. Here, this is our family heirloom bracelet. It's yours now. Let's go home.
Yes.
Make sure to keep Tingshin company from now on.
Yes.
That's right. Take Tingshin with you.
Mother, am I just an afterthought to you?
Don't worry, mother. I will take good care of my husband from now on.
That's good. Good child.
Huo Family Villa.
What a huge room.
Hello, young mistress.
My goodness. A room this big is worth 10 of my rental apartments. Does this mean this whole massive room is mine now? Rich and idle. And my husband can't even move. Why has my life suddenly taken such a turn for the better?
Taking joy in someone else's suffering. Where are your manners?
Husband, try to look on the bright side. Marrying me isn't all bad, is it?
Except there are no benefits at all.
To think you'd say that. Look. Only I can hear your inner voice. So I can be your bridge to the outside world. I promise, whenever you need me, I will be your hands, your voice, everything. How does that sound? Mother.
So you here are Tinkin's pajamas. Help him change into them.
But I'm afraid he won't want to.
How could that be? You are husband and wife. If Tingshin were awake, he would probably be eager for it. Go on and help him change. I'm heading out.
Yes.
The film was translated
Are you my real mother?
and narrated by M Media.
Hu Tingchen. This was your mother's request, okay? Even though I touched you at the hospital, I didn't expect the full version to be this spicy.
Chusi, you have you no shame. How did you become like this?
How I became. You know me.
Young mistress, people from the Chu family are here.
It seems that since they couldn't catch me at the hospital, they've come to my doorstep themselves. Let this lady properly meet with you all.
Chu Su, you've grown some backbone, haven't you? You said you wouldn't do the surgery and you didn't. And you even dared to hit me.
I dare even more now. You want to.
Wu Song. Look at her.
Zhu Yu. What has gotten into you? You suddenly ran off from the hospital, and we were all worried sick.
He looks so shifty and suspicious. How did the original owner even like him?
What did you say?
I said. You know perfectly well why I ran off, don't you? You two. One is wicked. The other is trash. You're truly a match made in hell. A perfect pair.
Nonsense.
Chuzu-kun, the father of Chusuyu.
Your sister is only looking out for you, yet you accuse her of having an affair with your brother-in-law.
Accuse? You call that an accusation? Honestly, when someone is that thick-headed, even medicine won't fix it. I remember now. Her mother only climbed the social ladder by seducing other women's husbands. You're just cut from the same cloth, so of course you wouldn't see it.
You, how dare you speak to me like that?
And what of it? If it weren't for my mother funding your company back then, do you really think a mistress would have looked your way? With your intellect, you'd be lucky to even find your way to a gutter. I'm just curious, when you shake your head around, do you not get slapped in the face by your own pig ears?
You, how dare you cross the line like this?
Finally, I've vented all the frustration I felt reading that novel. My heart feels so much lighter now. So satisfying.
Chusuyu, you dare to be this arrogant just because you've moved into the Huo household? But don't forget, you'll have to leave eventually. The Huo family won't protect you forever.
Want to take revenge on me? I'm afraid. You're too late. I've already married Hu Tingchen.
You? The Huo family is the wealthiest in Jiangcheng. Even if Huo Tingshen has become a vegetable, he would never look twice at you.
That's right, Zuyu. No matter how impulsive you are, you shouldn't say such things.
Leave quickly, or if you offend the Huo family, 10 of you wouldn't be able to pay the price.
Let go, let go. Let go.
Stop. Who dares to cause trouble in my Huo house?
Madam Huo, my daughter is just ignorant. I will take her back and discipline her properly.
Chusuyu, how dare you impersonate a Huo daughter-in-law? You're finished.
Mother.
Suyu is now part of our Huo family. As for discipline, there is no need to trouble President Shu. What?
Huo, Madam Huo. You must be mistaken. Zuyu here. She is my fiancée.
You two? Are you engaged?
No.
Are you legally married?
Also no.
Then there you have it. Since you are both unmarried, Suyu is simply choosing the better option. It is perfectly reasonable.
But this thing,
The film was translated and narrated
if Chuzu
by
you marries someone
media.
else, we won't be able to get her mother's inheritance.
Dad,
Shut up. Look at the Huo family status. Whatever small benefits they leak from their fingers are worth more than that inheritance. It is Zuyu's good fortune that Madam Huo favors her, but regarding the dowry,
Mother, my feelings for Tingchen are genuine. I don't want a dowry.
don't be ridiculous. Marriage has always followed tradition since ancient times. How could a dowry be left out?
Tradition. Your tradition is just colluding with others to scheme against your own daughter. And after you failed, you still want to sell her off for a good price, don't you?
You unfilial brat. How dare you speak to me like that?
President Shu, to scold Chu Suyu right in front of me. It seems that you don't hold me in any regard at all. See them out. From now on, without the young mistress's permission, do not let them in.
Understood. Please leave.
Chu Suyu, you just wait. Poor child. You've been wronged.
As long as I have you, Mother, I'm not wronged. If I remember correctly, at this point in the novel, the Chu family is facing bankruptcy. After Lu Song gets his hands on my mother's inheritance, he immediately goes to the eastern suburbs to buy a plot of land. 3 months later, that land will increase in value tenfold. Such a great business opportunity. I can't let them have it for cheap. Mother, I need a favor. I'm married. Why can't I claim the inheritance?
Miss Chu, your mother's will specifically states that it must be you and your spouse present in person to sign and be photographed for the record before the inheritance procedures can be processed.
But my husband is a little potted plant.
Miss Chu, you wouldn't be faking a marriage just for the inheritance, would you?
No, no, no. How could that be? My marriage is definitely real and valid.
That's good then. Next time, bring your husband with you to get it processed.
Could you please?
Miss Chu, we must follow the rules. Here, please keep this.
What kind of bizarre rules are those? Isn't this money supposed to be for me? Why do I have to bring a man?
Sue you.
Mother,
How come you went out for a bit and came back like this?
mother, the lawyer said the inheritance requires both spouses to be present to claim it. I'm sorry, mother. That land probably can't be bought.
Come here. Is this what you're talking about?
Mother, you've already bought the land.
As soon as you mentioned it, I contacted the seller immediately. We can sign the papers when there's time. Just consider it my wedding gift to you.
Mother, I told you, I don't want a dowry.
It's just a plot of land. If you like it, just keep it. When you're pregnant in the future, Mother will give you even better things.
Pregnant. President Who and I. Although we've had some contact, we haven't reached that stage yet. Mother, I'm leaving now.
It seems the young mistress is quite fond of our young master. You noticed it too?
We really need this piece of land. Can you tell me who the buyer is?
The buyer will be here shortly. If you really want to know, just wait here.
Lu Song, didn't you say that no one knew the value of Dong Zhao with rice? How did someone get to it first?
How should I know?
Chu Su, what are you doing here?
Why, I'm here to buy land, of course.
Do you even know how much a piece of land costs? Do you really think that by marrying into the Huo family, you can turn into a phoenix?
Miss Chu, your transfer documents are already prepared. Please.
The film was
All right, I'm going to
translated
archive
and
these.
narrated
Good
by
work.
M Media.
Chu Zuyu. Why are you buying this land?
Because naturally, I have turned into a phoenix. I have money now. Everyone in the Hu family treats me like a precious treasure. I tell them I don't need it, but they insist on giving it to me anyway.
You a treasure? You're just like your mother. A piece of unloved trash. Back then your mother worked herself to the bone, helping father build his business. When she worked herself to death, father wouldn't even see her one last time. I think you should.
Open your mouth.
What are you doing?
Looking at how filthy your mouth is, I actually thought you were a trash can. Isn't that what you are? Such a venomous tongue, and such a black heart. People like you two won't be able to afford a decent meal in your entire lives, while the ground isn't frozen yet this autumn. Here is some advice. Get lost while you still can.
Chu Su, you wretch. Lu Song, are you just going to watch her insult me like that?
All right, that's enough. Chu Zuyu has only been married into the Huo family for a few days, and she's already secured so much money. She's much more useful than Chu Yanren. It looks like I still need to keep stringing her along. Then you wait for me a moment. Zuyu. Zuyu. About that business regarding your mother's inheritance. That was all orchestrated by Chu Yanren. From the very beginning. I have never once been after your money. I only wanted to stay with you through thick and thin. I swear.
You want to stay with me through thick and thin? Too bad you aren't built for the long haul. And you certainly aren't built to last.
I know you, and I never even did that, so how could you possibly know?
Getting flustered, are we? Your facade is crumbling. I hit the nail on the head, didn't I? Go home and brew some herbal medicine to drink. I know an old doctor of Chinese medicine. Would you like me to introduce you? Tisk you're nothing.
Enough. Let's stop putting so much effort into this massage. He's a vegetable anyway. He wouldn't know if we were pressing on him or not. Aren't you afraid President Huo will punish us if he wakes up? That's assuming he ever wakes up at all. He's not even a normal person. At this point, why are you being so responsible?
Who said he isn't a normal person? I really want to toss you into a vat of boiling oil to see if the oil splatters or if you're just pathetic. You think you're worthy of speaking Hu Tingchen's name? Go find the old madam and accept your punishment.
Yes.
Hu Tingchen. Don't listen to their nonsense. The doctors said that your chances of waking up are extremely high. Aunt Wang, please bring me a basin of hot water.
Right away.
Was she actually concerned about me just now?
Husband. How is this pressure?
As if I'd tell you. What trick are you playing now?
You're annoying. I just thought you looked handsome. And I was worried someone else might hurt you. How could I be trying to curry favor with you? I'm just asking you for a favor.
Say what you have to say.
I want to work at the Who Group. Don't underestimate me. Actually, I can foresee many major events in the future. For instance, this plot of land in the east suburbs. Even though it looks completely unremarkable right now, in 3 months, its value will increase tenfold. By then, I'll make so much money.
It's not just about the money.
Fine, I admit it, I want revenge. You have no idea just how outrageous those people are. They've been spending my mother's money and even insulting her. And now they want to deceive me too. There is nothing I hate more than being deceived. At the very least, once I've made my money, I'll acquire the Chu Group and give you half of it. Please, I'm begging you.
President Huo.
What is the current situation at the company?
Vice President Huo has been trying to undermine your authority. If only there were someone who could stand in for you and had the capability to manage the overall situation.
Are you suggesting she go? The waters at the Huo Group run deep. It isn't as simple as you think.
Husband, are you worried about me? There's no need to be afraid. Don't I still have your secret weapon to rely on?
Fine, then go ahead.
Really? But what about mother?
Leave it to John Bei. Tell him exactly this.
President Huo wants you to join the company.
That's right. He just woke up suddenly a moment ago. He said President Wang of the Chengxing Group has a granddaughter who just started kindergarten. But she is actually his daughter. We can use this to force him to pay up. He really was suspicious. I said it before, who would actually believe that story from Hu Tingchen?
Such a melodramatic piece of gossip. Only President Huo could dig that up. It seems President Huo trusts the young mistress deeply. I will go make the arrangements.
This assistant Jiang. He usually seems so sharp. I never expected him to be so naive. Yes.
So you come here.
Mother.
Today is your first day at work. Mother has prepared these items for you. See which one you like.
The film was translated and narrated
Mother, you
by
are far
M.
too
Media.
generous. These glasses. They are the definition of old money style.
And these too. I bought them in different colors. You can drive a different one every day.
Mother. This is too expensive. I cannot accept this. Besides, I am going to work. It wouldn't be appropriate.
Why wouldn't it be appropriate? You are my daughter-in-law. Furthermore, Mother has seen how you have treated Tingchen. Mother is already so grateful to you.
Mother, you are the best. Chu Shu Yu. With such a wonderful mother-in-law and husband, you must work hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Young mistress is here. Watch out.
Huo Jianshu, the eldest uncle of Huo Tingchen.
Mister, did you get your license? As a reward for playing king, your driving is quite flamboyant.
Watch your step, young lady. Don't block the path for others. Welcome.
My, isn't that something? He hit someone and he's still being unreasonable. So arrogant.
Young mistress. That is President Huo's uncle, and he is also the vice president of the company. After President Huo's accident, he has been expanding his influence to replace President Huo.
So he's afraid I'll get in his way. And he came specifically to intimidate me. Based on my years of experience watching short dramas, your president whose accident must have something to do with him. These waters are so deep, even the Loch Ness monster would have to pledge its allegiance here. How terrifying. Jiang Bei,
The
Young
film was
mistress.
translated
let's go, follow
and
me to get in his
narrated
way.
by M.
Let's
Media.
go.
Young mistress. She's actually planning to seek revenge for President Huo. Finally, someone has stepped up to care for our President Huo. Since no one has any objections, the company's affairs will now be
Handled by me.
Let me introduce everyone. This is President Huo's wife, Miss Chu Zuyu. From today on, she will also serve as the acting President Huo Group. How can this be allowed? She is nothing but a green girl, with neither experience nor qualifications. How could she possibly manage such a massive enterprise as the Huo Group? Indeed, the business world is like a battlefield. In my opinion, having Vice President Huo take over is the only prudent choice, wouldn't you agree? Exactly.
It makes sense. Indeed.
Since none of you are willing to give me a chance, how can you be sure I won't succeed? If you just give me a little time, I am certain that
We are in a critical period right now. A single error in judgment could result in losses of hundreds of millions. If you are only after the money, young mistress, you have no business causing trouble at the company.
me after the money.
It is common knowledge that President Huo is currently in a vegetative state. You married him now. If not for the money, what else could it be? Exactly. You see, for a young girl like this too.
You see, for a young girl like this too.
Is this an attempt to imply that I am only here for the money, and that I have ulterior motives toward the Who Group? Of course, I am only here for the person himself. So given the current situation, I must help Tingchen and protect the Who Group to prevent anyone with ulterior motives from taking advantage of the situation. Isn't that right, Uncle?
Are you suggesting that Vice President Huo has ulterior motives?
I certainly never said that. Uncle, she said that herself.
My niece-in-law, I understand your desire to ease Tinken's burden. I truly do. But regardless of your intentions, the company's interests are paramount. I cannot allow the shareholders to take such a risk with you.
That's exactly right.
As expected of Vice President Huo.
All right. If the eldest uncle keeps saying this, that the company's interests come first, then dare you make a wager? Let's set a 1-month deadline. Within this month, if I cause the company to suffer any losses, I will transfer all of the shares currently held by Hu Tingchen to you, Uncle, free of charge.
Young mistress,
A 1-month deadline?
you are certainly being arrogant.
How about it?
Are you serious?
We can draw up the agreement right now. However, during this month, I ask that you, Uncle, step back to your own position.
Chu Zuyu. Since you are digging your own grave, don't blame me for what happens. No need. The wager made today is witnessed by everyone present. Then I shall wait, and in 1 month's time, you will honor your commitment.
It is a good thing I went over the script with Hu Tingchen in advance. All right, everyone please hand over the files that need approval. Here you go.
Give it to her. This one needs a look.
And this one as well?
The film was translated and narrated
Young
by
mistress.
M. Media.
Do all these files need to be taken to the office?
No, to each their own expertise. As for these things, they should naturally be handed over to someone more professional to handle. Let's go home. Hu Tingchen, I finally understand you. Being a CEO is not easy at all, is it?
Are you scared?
Scared. In my dictionary, that word does not exist. But the people in our company right now all say I'm not fit to be a boss. So I am determined to pull off something big and let them see for themselves.
So,
I've brought all the files back for you.
how many?
Exactly 71 files, not one more, not one less.
How many?
Husband, I'm waiting for you. Once you teach me, you can just lie back and relax.
Am I not lying back enough already? Chusu, you're even squeezing a vegetable for work. Who said you aren't fit to be a boss? You're an incredible boss.
Thanks for the compliment. Then without further ado, let's begin.
Chusu, let's take a break.
No. I must finish all this work today. I have to safeguard the family business for you.
Help me. Why?
Because we are friends. And you have helped me before.
Friends.
And
What?
Hu Tingchen. You can move now. Mother, come quickly. Hu Tingchen can move.
No. Chusu once said, she hates being deceived the most.
Why did you close your eyes again?
I don't know why. But it suddenly didn't work again.
Then try it again.
It seems I can't move.
How could this happen? By the way, you were holding my face just now. Could that be the trigger? No reaction. Could it be that I was about to fall asleep just now and stopped reading the files, so he got anxious? Yes, it must be that. It must be because I let you re-engage with what you love. So you pushed yourself and lost yourself in it. Don't worry. Tomorrow, I will definitely bring more files back.
Is it possible that this has absolutely nothing to do with work, Chusu?
Trust me.
I beg you, please stop with these antics.
Young mistress. Have you finished processing yesterday's files?
I thought about it all night and still feel it's inappropriate.
The film was
A
translated
month of losses is still a
and
loss.
narrated by M Media.
Young mistress, if you don't have the capability, you should step down as soon as possible. Indeed, young mistress.
Don't force yourself.
Everyone, please take a look. The freshly processed files. Everyone, please don't be anxious. Take your time looking at them. One by one. Everything is under my control.
Have you really processed them all?
Everyone can handle paperwork, right? The point is how you handle it. This is actually quite good.
So are you satisfied?
The approach is visionary. The concepts are precise. It has the same flair President Huo had back in the day.
Really? Let me see. Young mistress, we have seen your capability, but the Huo group is the life's work of 2 generations of the Huo family. For you to gamble it away so casually, isn't that a bit too reckless?
shareholders. I know that. The Who Group was built from scratch by you and my father-in-law. Naturally, your feelings for the Who Group are different from anyone else's. But given Who Tingchen's current condition, if I don't take this gamble, it would truly be handing over your hard work to others on a silver platter. I ask you, my elders, for the sake of Who Tingchen, please give me your support. Let us work together to protect the Who Group. I'm counting on you all.
President Huo, the young mistress has already stabilized the shareholders. It seems our previous worries were unnecessary.
She is indeed very clever. Now the shareholders have another option. As for the uncle, he should probably rein it in a bit.
By the way, President Huo, I'd like to know why the young mistress insists on going to the Huo Group to take charge.
She previously said she wanted to earn more money, so she would no longer be dependent on me and could protect herself. It's likely she wants to distance herself from me as soon as possible.
President Huo, did you, because of the car accident, lose your capacity for love?
She said that we are just friends.
Who Tingchen, I'm back.
Young mistress, why did you come back so suddenly? President Huo,
Jiang Bei, how could you throw him onto the floor?
It wasn't me.
If not you, then who? He hasn't recovered yet and can't move. What if you dropped him and made him a fool?
It was him himself. I'm sorry, young mistress. It was me.
Why are you still just standing there? Hurry up and help me lift him up.
Is this a man in a vegetative state or a manipulative green tea?
Let me tell you, today the moment I showed them that document, their eyes just popped open.
You're that happy?
Of course. In all the time I've been alive, this is the first time I've been praised.
Whose text message is that?
Lu Song's.
You're still in contact with him?
No. He doesn't know where he got a whole bunch of phone numbers from. My blacklist is almost full. Listening to your tone. Who Tingchen, you wouldn't happen to be jealous, would you?
Jealous? What are you talking about? Who's jealous? I haven't even had any dumplings. What would I be jealous of?
Really?
The film was translated.
Then
and
why is your
narrated
face so
by
red?
a media.
Come, let me see. Let me see. Is it flushed?
Chu Suyu. Let go of me.
Is it flushed? Is it? Who Tingchen, how can you still be so shameless? You're annoying.
Should I tell her I'm awake?
I never expected this little green plant to be so sharp-tongued, yet so soft when kissed. No, you need to sober up. How could someone with Hu Tingchen's background possibly be jealous over you? It must be because you were able to help him regain his senses. That is why he treats you so well.
Young mistress, in the few weeks you've been acting president, the company's performance has risen rather than fallen. And you've even secured the new energy project. Truly, the younger generation is to be feared.
I saw it early on. Young mistress is cut out to be the one at the helm.
You old man, you were the one who opposed her most vehemently. Now you're just spouting hindsight.
But young mistress, I've been curious about something for a long time. Why do you bring files home every single day and only review them at night?
That's because the rooms at home have a particularly good atmosphere for work, and once I'm inside, my thoughts become incredibly clear. I heard Hu Tingchun used to do the same.
So that's how it is. The professional dedication of both the young mistress and President Huo is truly identical.
Not at all. Any success I have today is largely thanks to the care of all you shareholders. A few days ago, if not for your investment in the Chu Group, I wouldn't have known what to do.
Investment?
Investment?
Yes. I specifically entrusted Jiang Bei to handle it. Didn't you know?
We haven't heard of it. Is the young mistress mistaken?
It didn't go through company accounts. How did Jiang Bei come up with 20 million? Other than him. Who else would give me such a large sum? Husband, I'm heading to the Chu family home first. How did you know I was at home? This matter is known only to you, President Hu. No wonder you always take advantage of when I'm away to sneak in. Hu Tingchun. He's awake.
Chu Suyu, you've returned.
Still pretending. Husband, I went shopping today and prepared a big surprise for you.
What surprise?
Naturally. It's the little dress you like best. You lie here every day, only wearing these dull pajamas. It must be quite boring, right? Let me help you change your outfit.
No. I'm not wearing women's clothes, Chu Suyu. What got into you?
The provocation of being deceived by you, of course.
The film
No,
was
don't.
translated
No.
and narrated by M Media.
Husband, I knew it. You look absolutely perfect in this little dress. It suits you so well. I've prepared something else for you too. Isn't it cute? You're going to love it, right? Once you put this on, the two of us will be sunshine sisters.
Sister.
Husband, don't you think we should mark such a wonderful moment by posting it on social media? Don't worry about being embarrassed. You're a vegetable anyway, aren't you? Right.
She definitely figured it out. But she's so angry, what should I do?
Fine. You're still keeping up the act. You're forcing me to play hardball, aren't you? This doesn't look good, and that doesn't fit. This. No. I've got it. Let me find you a pretty little dress. I remember leaving it up here. Where did I put it? That hateful Hu Tingchun. Just wait until I deal with you. You really are awake.
If I lay back down now, is it still in time?
What do you think? I've been through so much with you, and you still don't trust me.
I didn't distrust you. It's just that the person who hurt me hasn't been found yet. I was afraid if I told you early, you'd be in danger.
Is he worried about me? But now that he's awake, I probably have no use to him anymore.
As for the company, I might still have to trouble you to keep up the charade a little longer.
No problem. I will certainly keep your secret safe. Thank goodness I'm still useful to him.
Let's set that aside for now. I remember. While I was in a coma, you did so much for me. I really need to thank you.
We're friends after all. It was a small favor not worth mentioning. Hand to delete that fast. I just remembered. I have a pot on the stove. I need to check it before it burns. I find that you are very serious.
Jisoo, come have some. Hyo Tingshin, you're awake.
Mother,
My precious son is finally awake. How are you feeling?
Mother, I'm fine.
That's wonderful. That Hyo Tingshin could wake up is all thanks to you. You truly are our family's little lucky charm.
not at all, Mother. I didn't do much. Just helping him every day with washing his face, hair, changing his clothes, and massaging his muscles. These chores and heavy tasks. Let me handle them.
Aunt Wong, come. These are our luxury cruises and vacation villas. As for the rest, they are all gold. Once you sign the property deeds,
The film was
they will all be
translated
yours.
and
No,
narrated by M
Mother,
Media.
these are far too valuable. I cannot accept them.
No matter how valuable they are, they cannot compare to you. Ting-Jin could marry you. Truly, it is a blessing for us.
But when the Hu family first married me, it was only to help him wake up. Now that he has awakened, I should not accept these things.
Just accept them.
Mother, husband, you really are my gods of wealth. My gold bars. Choo-choo you. If the bad thing hasn't happened yet, worrying about it in advance is just like experiencing the bad thing twice. Just accept them and enjoy the pleasure of it for now.
Young mistress breakfast is ready. Let's go.
President Huo, are you able to manage?
See, he really doesn't need me anymore.
No, that's not right. If I just leave like this,
The next step will be him kicking me outright.
she wouldn't think that because I've fully recovered, she doesn't need to take care of me anymore, would she?
In that case, wouldn't all these mansions and gold bars be waving goodbye to me?
And wouldn't that mean I've lost the chance to get close to her?
That is absolutely out of the question.
That is absolutely out of the question.
Husband,
President Huo,
husband. What is wrong?
My muscles suddenly feel like they can't support me. I need you to help me.
You haven't finished your rehabilitation? That is wonderful news. No. What I mean is, I will certainly take good care of you until you have fully recovered. You all saw it. He is still too frail to look after himself. I have no choice but to sacrifice a bit and take extra care of him. Let's go. I will help you to the dining room.
coming.
Eat up.
President Huo, I will help you.
Husband, just tell me what you want to eat, and I will feed you. Here.
That once decisive President Huo, under the nourishment of love, has finally turned into a spineless person.
The film was translated
really can put on an
and
act.
narrated by M Media.
Seeing you two being so sweet, I can rest easy. Tingshin, you just woke up. So focus on recovering your strength. and building a good relationship with Su Yu, so mother can hold a grandson soon.
Young mistress, the 1-month deadline is almost here. The shareholders meeting is at 9 o'clock today. We should be heading out.
All right. Mother, I'm heading to the company first.
Wait a moment. I'm afraid Uncle will not give up these shares so easily. You must be very careful. If there are any problems, let me know immediately.
Don't worry, I won't let him succeed.
That 20 million loss. Has it been investigated thoroughly?
It has been investigated. It seems to be the land over there that ran into trouble. The capital chain has snapped.
A bunch of useless hacks. I recall Chizuyu just spent 20 million to acquire the Chu Group, didn't she?
That's right.
Then this works out perfectly. The Chu Group was already a hot potato, losing money hand over fist. We can just pin those 20 million on her.
But President Huo? Miss Chu acquired the Chu Group without using the company's accounts, it seems.
So what? She has to take the fall for this. The 1-month deadline has arrived. I must get my hands on the shares held by Huo Tinkin.
Therefore, according to our agreement, I'm late.
The niece-in-law certainly has a high opinion of herself. You're just an acting president. Yet you dare to disregard all of us here.
Since you are aware, Vice President Hu, that I am the acting president, you should address me
The film was
as President Chu
translated
while in the
and
office.
narrated
Lest
by
people
M
think
Media.
you can't distinguish between public and private matters.
You.
Shareholders, today is the final day of the 1-month deadline, agreed upon by Vice President Hu and me over this past month. Everyone has witnessed the state of the Hu Group. Not only has it not suffered losses, but it has maintained steady profitability. Then, as agreed, I will continue to serve as the acting president Hu Group.
Not so fast. I heard that some time ago President Chu spent 20 million to acquire the bankrupt Chu Group. As everyone knows, the Chu Group fell into a debt crisis some time ago. Their core business has no connection to our Huo Group, their core business operations, and it had absolutely no investment value. With such poor investment judgment, how can we feel safe entrusting the leadership of the Huo Group to someone like you?
So it really was Hu Jianchu behind this. He's as slippery and troublesome as a tangled ball of yarn. Pulling this stunt was clearly aimed at Hu Tingchen. But he hasn't recovered yet, so I cannot reveal that he has already woken up.
There's trouble. President Huo, Chu Zuyu is in danger.
He needed to be fed this morning. And now he can walk as if nothing happened. It must be because of my daughter-in-law. She is truly blessed by the heavens. She really is our family's little lucky star.
Such a major acquisition. Yet you neither informed the board nor conducted due diligence.
The film was translated
I see
and
this
narrated
as
by
a blatant
M Media.
abuse of power. Why didn't you seek the board's opinion and decide on your own? Give us an explanation. Yes.
Give us an explanation.
The Chu Group was acquired in my personal capacity. These 20 million were also paid out of my own pocket, and it has nothing to do with the Hu Group. Shareholders, you can rest assured, the debt of the Chu Group will absolutely not affect the Hu Group.
The Chu Group has been in debt for a long time. You are just an unfavored eldest daughter of the Chu family. Where would you get so much money?
Secretary Chen, watch your tone.
It is true. The Chu Group, under the management of Chu Shuken, has been going downhill. But before that, it was managed by my mother. After my mother passed away, she left me an inheritance. Bringing out these 20 million, for me, is a trivial matter.
President Chu, you insist that the acquisition of the Chu Group was paid for with your own money. Then, please produce the bank statements to prove it to the shareholders.
Bank statements? If I could have produced them, I would have long ago. Why would I wait for an old fool like you to keep jumping around?
Exactly.
bank statements. I can provide them. It will just take some time.
I'm afraid
The
you can't
film was
produce them at all.
translated and
You are the one who
narrated
caused
by
the company
Media.
a loss of 20 million. Chu Zuyu. You have lost this bet. Sign this equity transfer agreement and leave the Huo Group.
Vice President, who your strategy is certainly elaborate. The dagger is finally revealed.
What do you mean?
All of this trouble you've stirred up, isn't it just to force me to give up my shares? Vice President, who you've been acting for so long, you must be addicted to it, right? Should I play some background music for you?
Chu Zuyu, stop being so sarcastic. The company's loss is a fact. You have lost this bet. Therefore, you must relinquish the shares held by Huo Tinkin, otherwise I will show you just how professional the Huo Group's legal department is. A bet is a bet. Our Huo Group does not need an acting president who abuses her authority. That's right, give up the position. Yes, give it up.
I'd like to see who dares to force her out.
How are you?
Thank you for your hard work. Leave the rest to me. The 20 million used to acquire the Chu Group was withdrawn from my private account. Not a single cent of the company's money was spent. The bank transfer records and the source of funds report are all right here.
Since it was all a misunderstanding, let's just leave it at that.
Wait. Uncle, why are you in such a hurry to leave? Now that the money for the Chu Group acquisition has been verified, let's move on and talk about those 20 million of the Huo Group. What is that about? You keep insisting that Chu Suyu embezzled public funds. But in reality, what caused the company to lose 20 million was the Shanghai real estate project that you directed.
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
Involving falsified accounts, inflated budgets, and misappropriated funds. You as a vice president are certainly quite capable.
It was just a momentary lapse in judgment.
Uncle, you've killed 3 birds with 1 stone, Uncle. The project incurred losses. You pinned the blame on me. You secured the shares. And you took over as president. Who could possibly be more cunning than you?
You,
You old rascal, you're truly rotten to the core.
Tinkin. Regardless of anything else, we are family after all. Your recovery is a wonderful thing.
I appreciate how hard you've worked, managing the Huo Group on my behalf all this time. Now that I'm awake, there's no need for my elders to be burdened any longer. So from here on out, I'll handle the affairs of the Huo Group myself. You're getting on in years, Uncle. You should just enjoy your retirement.
Very well.
Take care on your way out, Uncle. And do be sure to check your car thoroughly before you drive off. It would be a shame to end up like me, having your brakes sabotaged, without even realizing it.
Let me tell you, Hu Tingchen. I was absolutely brilliant just now, facing that nasty old man. I was calm, collected, and completely in control. I didn't panic at all. Wasn't I amazing?
This
The
is...
film was translated and narrated by Media.
This. Didn't I help you manage this position earlier?
I'm screwed. I forgot to clear these things away beforehand. President Huo has always hated people touching his things, especially items that are this pink and unprofessional, cluttering up his office.
I'm so sorry. I'll move them away immediately.
No need. Just leave them there. It makes me happy to look at them while I work.
President Huo, you make me feel like a stranger.
Why are you still here?
I still have work to do. President Huo, I'll be going now.
How strange. Why is my heart beating so fast?
It seems she isn't without feelings herself.
You were testing me on purpose.
What do you mean by that?
Why would he test me? Could it be that he
The
likes...
film was translated and narrated by M Media.
The help you mentioned is just coming here.
Yes. What else did you think it was? All right. Don't worry about all that now. Let's just go inside. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. I've brought the materials. I've brought the documents. And I've brought my husband too. Can I finally claim my mother's inheritance now?
Of course you can. I had it all prepared for you.
Husband, come here.
Coming.
I've got the inheritance. You, what is it you're holding?
I don't even. Divorce. There's nothing here. Just waste paper.
Really?
Really. Now that we have everything, we should leave quickly.
You're right, we need to go. That lawyer was staring at me earlier, and it made my skin crawl. I was terrified he would realize that ours is just a contract marriage. Let's go, let's go.
Chusuyu.
The land in the east suburbs has appreciated in value, and I have the inheritance in hand. I'm a little rich girl now. I won't have to rely on anyone ever again. I can support myself now.
Just like that. Goal achieved. She's leaving.
What are you thinking about?
Now that you've achieved your goal, what do you plan to do next?
Yes. The goal is achieved. I have no reason to cling to him any longer. I will find a place and move out as soon as possible.
Very well.
I'd like to go see the east suburb land first. I'm heading out.
Then I'll head back to the company.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Chusuyu. Although my mother only made you marry me to bring good fortune, and we are only married in name. In my heart, you are already the one I have chosen as Mrs. Huo.
You? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I like you.
President Huo. Folks, do you think I'll survive this?
You better have a good reason.
President Huo, I really do have a serious matter. The bid documents for one of the company's projects have been leaked.
Is it the Shanghai project?
Yes.
That project has always been handled by your uncle. Regarding the leak, Could it be his doing?
It's too early to tell. But the files were remotely extracted from the encrypted folder under his purview. The technique was very professional. It looks like someone on the inside was assisting. I'm heading to the company. Wait for me tonight.
However, come to think of it, Jianbei, why are you saying these things at a time like this?
I'm still standing right here. Can you please consider my feelings?
Nobody cares. This project is tied to the company's 3-year strategic plan. We must secure this at all costs. From now on, I want every department mobilized to overhaul the proposal. Within 3 days, we will submit the final bid.
President Huo, that's easy to say. As far as I know, our bid documents, it has already been leaked. The core data, the pricing strategy, our competitors have obtained it all. How exactly do you plan to secure this contract? You aren't lying to us, are you? Exactly. It's already been leaked. How are we supposed to finish this now? You're just trying to trick us, aren't you?
President John, I understand your concerns. The leak of the bid documents is indeed something we did not anticipate. But the company has already initiated emergency protocols. The technical department is currently tracing the source of the breach. Legal has also intervened. We will do everything in our power to remedy this as quickly as possible.
Remedy it? President Huo, business competition is not a game. Our hand has already been revealed to them entirely. We don't even have any leverage for negotiations anymore. How can we possibly proceed with the bid? How can you even think of a remedy for this? It's beyond saving. Exactly, there's no way out of this. Originally, this project was personally handled by Vice President Huo. He was the one who oversaw it. The documentation was also transferred while he was in office. Since President Huo is clearly not up to the task, why not recall Vice President Huo? Let him take charge of this project again. That's right. It would be better to have Vice President Huo return. Indeed. Why not just bring Vice President Huo back?
Vice President Huo is currently in rehabilitation. He cannot return just yet. This project.
Who said I couldn't return?
Uncle, you've only just recovered. Yet you're already in such a rush to return to the company. This sense of responsibility is truly admirable.
If I didn't come back, I fear the great ship of the Huo Group would be sinking to the bottom. Tinkin. About these bid documents, I've heard everything. It's not that I, your uncle, want to criticize you, but you are the President Huo Group. Your vigilance is truly lacking. You couldn't even protect something so important.
Uncle, your sources are certainly well informed. Even when you're not at the company, you seem to know everything that goes on here.
Tinkin, you were bedridden for so long, and only just woke up. It's only natural that you're not up to the task. In my opinion, you should just get some proper rest. You should step down from the presidency first.
That's right.
I suggest
The
suspending
film was
President Huo from all duties
and narrated by M Media.
and let Vice President Huo take full control of the company. After such a massive oversight, President Huo, you really do owe us all an explanation. I agree.
It seems that you, Uncle, have been eyeing my position as President Huo Group with great desire. To secure this seat, you would stop at nothing, even crossing the line of the law.
I don't know what you're talking about. In any case, my dear nephew, I advise you to just behave. and step down. It would be a dignified exit for yourself. I've already arranged for a facility abroad. It's a top-tier rehabilitation center. The conditions are excellent. You should just leave the company quietly and go there to recover properly.
I think the one who should be leaving is you, uncle. I think it should be you, uncle. Do you really think everything you've done was seamless?
What do you mean?
Take a look at this and you'll know.
This is.
You realize something is wrong, don't you? That leaked version of the tender document had a critical data error. Even if it was leaked, it wouldn't matter. The one in your hand is the actual final revised version. Early this morning, I personally encrypted it and submitted it to the tender committee.
Then, that's good.
But I am still curious. This project has always been under your charge, uncle. You were responsible for it. You were the one who encrypted the documents too. How did it suddenly get leaked? Could it be that you, uncle, were unhappy about being suspended and staged this whole thing yourself?
I am not the only one who could access the documents. What gives you the right to say I leaked them? Maybe it was him. Vice President Huo, it was clearly you who told me to use an insider to pull out the tender documents. You said after it was done, once you became the chairman, you would give me an extra 2% in shares. Why? Now that things have gone wrong, you're pushing me out as a scapegoat? How can you be this kind of person? Since you won't admit it, I won't either. Shareholders, please listen to this recording. Old Jiang, the tender documents must be ready tonight to be sent over. Once it's done, I'll be the president Huo Group, and you'll get an extra 2% in shares. 2% of the shares were enough to make you leak the documents. Tinkin, listen to your uncle explain.
What else do you have to explain?
Tinkin, I am still your uncle. We are family after all. Are you really going to be this heartless?
You still have the nerve to tell me that we are family. Back when you had people tamper with my car and caused my accident. When I was lying in a hospital bed for 3 whole months. Did you think of us as family then?
What car accident? I don't know. That accident was just an accident. The police already closed the case. Are you trying to dig up old history now?
I knew you wouldn't admit it. But what if I have proof?
Impossible. I clearly had all the evidence.
What's wrong? You destroyed it, didn't you? If you don't want others to know, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. This was captured by the dashcam of another car in the garage at the time. I have already found the person in the photo. He has already confessed to everything.
It's over. It's all over. It's over. Huo Jianshu, you are suspected of attempted murder and corporate espionage. Please come with us to assist in our investigation.
Husband. Is it over?
He was taken away by the police.
You. Are you all right?
I won. But I wish that things had never come to this. When I was little, he used to take me fishing and teach me how to play chess. But now,
The film was translated
all he sees is
and
power.
narrated by M Media.
I know. You must be very sad right now. But don't worry. From now on, you won't be alone. No matter what happens, I will always be by your side.
Suyu. Thank you.
Just a verbal thank you.
Or do you mean there's another way you want to thank me?
You're annoying. I'm trying to talk to you about something serious. I was thinking, now that I've reclaimed the Chew group, it's time for me to do something. This one is handsome. This one looks like an you. Sign him. If you look closely at this one, he looks a bit like New. Sign him too. Sign them all.
Is this the something you were talking about? Starting an entertainment company, of course.
The foundation of the Chew group was nearly ruined by that old geezer. To make a big splash in this era, you have to follow the trends. According to the book, this is when talent shows are starting to take off, launching several new idols to fame. That is a surefire business opportunity. This. Sign this one too. This one is good looking.
Average. Looking at him like this, he looks like he was smacked with a frying pan.
You call this average? He's been a trainee for 2.5 years. He can sing and dance perfectly, and has tons of fans. More importantly, his personality is great off camera, and he has absolutely no scandals.
This face of his is his biggest scandal. You know him so well. Are you too close?
We aren't close at all. But I can't exactly say that I know this from the book, can I? Not close at all. We're as unfamiliar as a complete stranger. This. Who could possibly be as handsome as my husband? Look at this high bridge of the nose. These rosy lips. Isn't this a face carved by a 3D model? Isn't it?
And narrated by Media.
Why? Is your throat broken?
What? Are you tired of what's in the pot, and now thinking about what's in the bowl?
Even if the wildflowers outside are fragrant, they can't compare to the little green plant at home, my dear husband. Look at these abs. Clearly defined. Even Michelangelo could use them as a model. Look at this texture. This firmness. I have to count how many there are. Are you counting them? Don't be shy. What's wrong with counting them?
I booked your favorite restaurant for tonight.
Husband, I don't have time to accompany you today. I have to go to the company for something. Let's do it another time.
Have you finished your work, dear? Are we going out for dinner tomorrow night? I miss you. Why have you been ignoring my messages?
Spam call.
Hello, sir.
Do you have any idea how much this line is worth per second? Millions, in fact. If your message caused me to miss her call, I will see to it that your entire company goes bankrupt.
What kind of entity is acting this irrationally? Get off my son this instant. Son, are you all right?
I'm fine.
You call this fine? You're acting so erratic. Have you been lying in bed for months? Have your brain degenerated?
Madam. President Huo. Because the young mistress has been too busy lately and hasn't had time to keep him company, so
I thought, now that he's recovered, his brain was acting up again. But you really should be careful. Chu Su-yu is surrounded by these fit, handsome young hunks. Tell me, you've been bedridden for so long. What will you do if you can't compete with them?
Is that really how it is? Are you sure this is the place?
this is where the young mistress posted on her social media. There's no mistake. The young mistress hasn't been replying to messages because she's in good company and has forgotten all about home. President Huo, would you like me to settle the bill for the young mistress?
Settle the bill? I want to settle him right now.
The film was translated and narrated by
A jealous man is truly terrifying.
Mrs. Huo. Having a fun chat, I see.
Sister, who is this?
He is my.
Your brother-in-law. President Huo Group. Huo Tingchen.
So you are President Huo. I've heard much about you. I'm Pai Pai.
He's provoking me.
I'm sorry. This is my husband. I have no idea how he found this place.
You're very afraid that I'll find out, aren't you?
Stop it. This is the most promising trainee in our company. I'm planning to send him to a talent show, and we just happen to be having a meal as a send-off.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? I would have joined you.
I didn't have the chance.
Thank you, sister, for this opportunity. I will definitely give it my all. Sister Zuyu, your husband is so affectionate.
He's being passive-aggressive with me. Thank you. You can find someone affectionate too.
No wonder the young mistress suspected me before of having ulterior motives toward President Huo. Our President Huo is such a charmer that he wins over everyone regardless of gender.
Are you sure you want to send him to a talent show? His eyes look like there's something wrong with them.
Wait, this script is all wrong. Another person coveting my husband.
Stop laughing, you.
He's even getting jealous. You. And you. All of you get out.
Go.
Son, it's so late. Why aren't you asleep yet?
Mother, you go to sleep first. I still have something I need to discuss with Chu Suyu.
Discuss what? Suyu's so busy all day long that she barely has time to catch her breath, and you still want to give her a hard time? A woman should prioritize her career. Suyu is already working hard enough out there as her husband. You should make her feel the warmth of a home.
I know she's busy, but there are just too many men around her.
Suyu, that child. I know her. She isn't the type to be irresponsible. As long as you don't make any mistakes to upset her, she certainly won't have a wandering eye. But, son, you really should start feeling a sense of crisis. You've been lying down for so long. Your physique is not what it used to be. And you aren't as young as those other men. If you don't put in some effort now, what will you do if you really can't keep Suyu?
Mother, are you even my real mother?
It's exactly because I am your mother that I'm telling you all this. You are her husband. You're different from those people outside. You need to be sensible and obedient.
A ghost. Who? Ting-chin. Why are you not sleeping in the middle of the night? What are you doing here?
So you know how to come back. Look at what time it is.
Let's talk tomorrow. I'm sleepy. I'm going to sleep. What are you doing? Ting-chin. You're like a third wheel, blocking me from the bed.
Chu Suyu. Have you gotten tired of me so soon?
No, I've just been way too busy with work lately. I have indeed been neglecting you. How about this? I'll spend time with you once I'm done with this busy
The film
period.
was translated
Would that be okay?
and
Okay.
narrated by Media.
Wife. I'll be here for you through thick and thin regardless. Go to sleep now, wife.
Who taught you to say these things? It's so cheesy, it's keeping me awake. Since you've waited so late, you must be hungry, right? How about this? I'll cook you a bowl of noodles. Is that okay?
Good.
Hello?
Are you asleep?
Asleep. President Huo. Calling at this hour. Is there some company business?
Nothing at all. Just letting you know. It's just that Chu Suyu is cooking instant noodles for me.
My life isn't a life, is it? Good. Cut. That was absolutely perfect. I have a premonition. This show is going to be a huge hit, thanks to Miss Chu. Otherwise my show wouldn't have gone so smoothly.
Not at all. It's all thanks to Director Jia's brilliance. Everyone worked hard.
Miss Chu, we have a celebration banquet tonight. You must attend.
I really can't tonight. I need to go home to keep my husband. He's going to throw a tantrum at home again. How about this? Another day. Another day, I'll be the host and I'll definitely treat everyone to a proper meal.
Fine.
Husband, I'm home. Is anyone here? Husband, where are you? I missed you, wifey. Hello, Jiangbei. Is Hu Tingchen with you? I've sent him messages, but he hasn't replied at all.
Young mistress, don't worry. I'm just working overtime at the office with President Huo.
Overtime?
Yes.
Just the two of you?
Young mistress?
It's nothing. Husband, you're back. Are you finished with work at the company?
Yes. You're finished too? You're home early today.
The show went very smoothly. We can rest for a while now. Do you want to go on a date with me? Tomorrow?
I can't.
He's not holding a grudge and deliberately getting back at me just because I ignored him a few days ago, is he? So what do you have to do tomorrow?
I have something at the company. I need to handle it in person tomorrow.
That tone. It sounds so sour. He's definitely getting back at me. This childish man. Forget it. I was being too
The film was
inconsiderate.
translated
I
and
shouldn't have caused
narrated
trouble
by
for my
Media.
husband's career. Go on then, leave me all alone. It's fine. Anyway, I'm just a girl. A little girl no one needs.
Who said you have no one? Aren't I right here?
Then, why won't you tell me what you're doing tomorrow? You've been so cold to me. Tell me the truth. Do you not like me anymore?
I have never disliked you. It's just feeling a little jealous. I'm sorry. I really was being petty.
I knew my husband was the best. Are you still angry now?
Just a little bit.
And now,
Not jealous.
not jealous. Do you mean you're not jealous? Or you'll never jealous it again?
Am I allowed to see this without paying? Young people indeed. But they work so hard. If this continues, their bodies won't be able to handle it. I have to help them out. Chusu, you're back.
Mother,
Come over. I've prepared a table full of good food.
Mother, you're so kind. This is way too extravagant. What's this? Oysters. Sea cucumber. Sea seal pills.
These were prepared for Tingjun. You're eating these?
I love eating them.
Mother, I don't need them.
Have you forgotten what I told you? As a man, you must compete when the time comes. And never let others get the upper hand.
That's right. And you've been lying there for so long. It's time to build your strength back up.
Fine, just don't come crying to me later if you regret it.
This Su Tingchen. How can he still talk so boastfully?
Su Yu. Mother has prepared some calming soup for you.
I have some too.
It works wonders for the complexion.
It tastes so good. Mother, may I have another bowl? Why is it so hot all of a sudden? They say beauty is best admired under the lamp. And he looks more alluring the longer I stare. If only I could unbutton his shirt. And see those abs and V-taper. Just thinking about it makes me flush. If I were to pin him down, what are the odds I'd actually succeed?
Chusuyu. I think you have a slight misunderstanding about me. Would you like to see what I'm truly capable of?
What? What
The film was
capability?
translated and narrated by M Media.
Chusuyu. I love you.
I love you too. Husband, I never imagined that after being a vegetable for so long, you'd still be so capable. You really are quite a hardy, resilient cactus.
Do you like it?
I like it more than anything. But husband, when exactly did you start loving me?
Probably from the first moment I saw you.
The first moment? Do you mean you knew me before? Then you.
No. I was under President Yao's tutelage when I was young, and I caught a glimpse of Chusuyu once, but I was only 8 years old back then. Far too young to have any romantic stirrings. So, the first moment I mentioned was at the hospital.
Then you. You knew it was me.
You were drunk one day. And you spilled everything while lying on the floor.
You have the nerve to bring that up.
Honestly, wife. Thank you for appearing in my life, for talking to me, and making me feel like a living, breathing human being again. If it weren't for you, I'm afraid I would never have woken up.
Husband. Breaking into your room that day was the single best decision of my life. Thank you for giving me such a precious love and for giving me a home. Husband. Why does this scene feel so strangely familiar and happy?
Come on down.
Mother,
Sue Yu, come over here and see the sincerity of the Huo family.
my goodness. I only just woke up
The
today.
film was translated
My heart
and
keeps pounding
narrated
nonstop,
by M.
and my
Media.
left eyelid wouldn't stop twitching. It turns out, it was my beautiful kind-hearted goddess of wealth, working her magic again. Mother,
Sue Yu, back when you married Tingchen, he was still unconscious, and we didn't have a proper wedding. Now, I'm gonna hold one for you. These are all the Huo family's betrothal gifts for you. Take a look.
goodness. Mother. This isn't a dowry, Mother. This is more like a special exhibition at a museum.
And that's just the beginning. Come here. Look at this. This is the Light of the Ages collection, a purple rice pearl necklace. It was kept in the Qing Dynasty palace. Even Empress Dowager Cixi herself once praised its emerald hue, comparing it to a lake.
My goodness. This green. It's even clearer than the soybeans I grow in my backyard. This must be worth at least a few $100 million, right?
Money is not the point. The most important thing is the legacy. This has been passed down for 5 generations in the Huo family, kept only for the most precious daughter-in-law. And there's more. Come. These earrings. They were my favorite when I was young. Now they are yours.
Heavens. This red, it's even more vibrant than the sunset. On the day I scored 666 on my college entrance exams.
Mother, you're not giving a dowry. You're hosting a jewelry exhibition.
What do you know? Chu Suyu is my treasure, and I can never give her too much. Take a look at this list of gifts. There is 444 kilograms of gold, 520 carats of diamonds, 2 pairs of jade bracelets, and
Goodness, Mother. You'll need a truck to haul all this, won't you?
Should we just rent a bank vault to serve as our wedding room?
that's right, and 8,880,000 in cash.
8. Mother. Isn't this a bit too high profile?
If it's not high profile, how can we call it? The Huo family welcoming a bride? I want the whole city to know that the Huo family's daughter-in-law is the best in the world.
Thank you, Mother. I feel luckier than a chicken escaping from a weasel's mouth. My luck is even better than that.
You silly child, how do you even come up with that? That's right. I've already booked a few postpartum care centers. You two should pick one and see which one you like best.
Mother, we haven't even had the wedding yet. Why have you already picked out a postpartum center? Isn't this a bit too early?
What do you mean too early? Just work hard after you're married, so I can hold my eldest grandson soon.
Mother, children
The
are so
film was
nosy. I
translated
still want to
and
spend
narrated
more time
by
alone
M.
with Chu
Media.
Suyu.
You two go have your time. I'll raise the kids. I don't mind the noise at all. I'd love it if you gave birth to an entire soccer team.
Witnessed by all present. I invite the bride and groom to share their vows of love. Yes, yes.
Many people have asked me what my future partner would be like. I've thought about it many times, but couldn't imagine it until I met you. Then I knew it had to be you. Chu Suyu. You are resilient, kind, and brave. Being with you is my greatest stroke of luck.
Actually, I've always felt I'm not a very lucky person. Until I met you. And realized that all the luck I have was just to meet you. On this journey we have taken, there has been sweetness. There has been deep emotion. And there have been many hardships. But thankfully we have made it through. Hu Tingchen. I am certain I love you. For the rest of my life, I look forward to your guidance.
My child is finally getting married and is finally going to have an eldest grandson.
President Huo, your humble servant now gives herself completely to you.
I take this vow
I take this vow
whether rich,
or even richer,
in health,
or in even better health,
for all the days to come. To love you, to respect you,
to support each other through thick and thin, and to never abandon or forsake you.
Let's kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.